Okay, so there's a brand new Blue Lock Rivals update. We've got a whole new lobby, which is, it looks a lot better than the old one, I'm not going to lie. A new area for the shop now, which has different cosmetics in. We've got Water Slide, which it's a bit of a mid cosmetic. So is the Floaty Duck. I'm not sure why I'm bold, but water bending, pretty cool if you got like a avatar skin. And a water... That is terrible. Who is spending 300 Robux on that? And then we've got this bit here, which I'm guessing is going to be for ranked when it comes out, since ranked has been hinted at a lot. Hiori is still an epic, surprisingly. So we're going to spin for him now, see how many spins it takes us to get him. Bachira, Isagi, Nagi, Ikaguri, Chiguri, Isagi, Chiguri, Nagi again, Isagi, Corona, Hiori. His flow is also the exact same. I'm still not sure why I'm bold. Okay, so we're get into the actual showcase part of it now. So first skill we've got laser, which I'm guessing is the same. Some strange VFX on my screen. Wait, pass the ball back. Okay, I'm gonna try that again. Why do the VFX stay for so long? The range on this, is it the exact same as before? Because this used to be really short. Yeah, the range looks like it's been increased by a little bit, but it's still not a good pass. But we're going to see if it tracks now. So, okay, so that's the exact same as before. It's just got different VFX. Then we've got a whole new skill called Frostbite. So let's try use this without the ball. Nothing. Now let's use it with. Oh, what the hell?
Guessing it's a...
Holy VFX! Oh my god. Okay, so the first part of it is a slow, which it's actually really good. I'm not going to lie. And then it turns into ice shots. Let's try that. It's actually a shooting skill. I did not expect a shooting skill on Hiori. Not slowed, but then if you go inside.
No, right when this...
Right in the
like
VFX.
covering.
This is a lot of VFX, man. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Like, look how high it goes. Why is it so high up? It's like the Eiffel Tower. I just use Frostbite. Yeah, it automatically does it, and then it turns into a shot. That is really strange. I did not think Hiori would get a shooting skill as a passer. Okay, now we're going to check out the Awakening. Okay, so they just copied the sound from the chemical reaction and pasted it on the Awakening. It's got laser still. Still got the laser skill. Yep. So if anything, he's worse because his old V skill was like size perfect pass but just lower. But you could interrupt it too. But now it's more of a, you slow people down and look how slow they are. And then you can just get past them into a shot. But the shot's a bit... Apparently the shot after Frostbite slows them down a load. So let's see this. Oh my god, you're like... Bro, I can barely see you because of the VFX. Hiori's basically the same, but there's a few balance changes now, so we're going to go over them. Okay, so... Passable. So the first character with a nerf is Rin. Finally. So the first nerf is destroys domain. Range greatly reduced. The steal is now delayed. The steal is now delayed, giving you time to pass. Okay, let's try this. Oh my god, that is so much smaller. Oh, it's a lot more slow too now. That I was not expecting that much of a nerf though. Look at it. Oh my god, that is so small. Then the curve shot speed is still gone down. Has gone down loads. Okay, so we're going to see if Destroyer's Domain tech still works with this nerf. Okay, so we're going to see if we can still use Rin's full court tech. Let's try it now. Oh, you can't do it anymore. So yeah, it's a huge nerf for Rin. He's not that good anymore. So the second nerf is Occlusion Break. Distance slightly reduced. Looks the exact same to me. Hardly anything changed. Yeah, that's barely changed. Okay, so Annihilate is the exact same apparently. It's had no nerf. Yeah, Annihilate's had no nerf, but Destroy's Domain has been gutted, bro. Look at this. And there's a lot less effects now, so you can actually see more. Run's still really good, but he's not like in his prime anymore. So obviously I don't have every single style in the game, but Kunigami's body block has now had reduced range, enemy ragdoll time has been reduced, and back has been slightly nerfed, so you don't get flung as much anymore. Which, I guess it was needed, because Kunigami was just too OP, to be honest. So now for Kaiser, he's had a buff and a nerf. So his Kaiser Impact is now being buffed, so it's faster than any other shot in the game. The way it works, Kaiser's impact speed has been increased, but the speed dramatically drops off, like, over a certain distance. So now, before you used to be able to, but you could score from, if you was a goalkeeper with Kaiser, you could score into the other goal from here, but now, let's see the range. Just about goes halfway now. So I think Kunigami's shot is about that distance, if I'm right. But the speed is a lot better. That's what makes it different from Kunigami's. Okay, so I'm going to see it now. Let's see the speed increase. Oh, that's a lot faster. Kaiser Impact is now canon how it should be. The speed is being increased by tons. So now if you aim down... Did it just go in and come back out the goal? For Kaiser Volley now, it's actually had a nerf. So the range on Kaiser Volley has been greatly reduced. So I can't even use it here. I can only just about use it. I've got to be really close to the person I'm going to use it on. It's a really big giveaway to goalkeepers how it's going to when it's going to get used. We're going to test the range of it now. How close you need to be. Okay, so Kaiser Volley hasn't had that much of a nerf on distance. As you can see, it probably goes further than Kaiser Impact now. I'm not going to lie. But the range of where you need to be with a person to use it has been... You literally need to be about here. That's a big nerf. I can't say the subjugation. I think I said that right. Now has range to the steel. So now I can't just... If Pog's there, I'll use Emperor's Route on Ren. Or you could just use it here and it could go to you. But now it can't. Let's see the range on it. None of your teammates have... So before you could use it from wherever on the pitch. Now it's around... I would say this area. You got to be really close for subjugation to work now. With benches, you need to be near an enemy to use. So let's see how close you need to be. Okay. So you need to be kind of close. Okay, so I think that's a good balance though. Is Kaiser Impact Magnus, which the whole point of the skill is to be a big curve. Does it curve now? Go on, let's see. Does it curve? Does it curve? It doesn't curve. That's it for Kaiser. So the next character is actually Karasu. So with Karasu, his Raven Dribble has now had a cooldown reduced, so that's a buff. But his Crow Theft has had an increased cooldown by a bit, which is a nerf. He's also had nerfed hitbox and steal. Karasu was fine. He wasn't too OP or too underwhelming. It was like perfect. Chigiri has had a very slight speed increase. And by very slight, it means it's basically the same. It means no difference. Yukimiya has had quite a big buff, actually. His Lethal Touch stamina drain has been reduced. And his end lag at the very end of Lethal Touch has been removed. So you can Q like right after iframe, which is really good. His freestyle stamina drain has been reduced by a lot. So that's it for Yukimiya. Now I've got Gagamaru, which has had quite a big buff and a little bit of a nerf. So his diving header has had increased range and lowered cooldown. Now by far that was the worst move on Gagamaru's diving header. It was really hard to land. So I still don't think people will use that move, but yeah. Scorpion Kick has had a bit of a buffed range, which already had quite good range. For fast reactions on Gagamaru, he's had a decreased cooldown and decreased duration, which is kind of pointless really. It's the exact same, but just less of it, I guess. I don't really get that. Gagamaru was fine. And then for Bachira, this is just the normal Bachira, not the NEL. His Nutmeg has had increased stun on like whenever you use it on someone. They get stunned for longer. His Steel on normal Bachira has had increased speed. Okay, so with Nagi, his dash has had an increased distance on the actual dash, which is a really good buff. He's also had a decreased cooldown, which is a really good buff for Nagi mains. And his Trap, which is his best skill, of course, has had a decreased cooldown, which is huge for Nagi mains. So, round of applause for you frauds. Okay, so with Aiku, now Aiku has had a big buff. Apparently, all moves work now to 3 to 4 length of the field, which is just above your own half. Not sure. Apparently that's only an ultimate, but I think that might get added to the normal kits, like normal moves. His Force Defense now has 2 charges in Awakening. Okay, so apparently Force Defense has 2 charges now, so That's 1. And then that was 2, but it was a bit bugged out. It does work though, trust me. His charge skill has a bigger hitbox now, so it's more likely to land. So if you use charge, yeah, that's before, like, you could miss that before, even though it's like a steal move. But yeah, so IQ's had a really good buff, but now for the other defender in the game, Don Lorenzo, he has had a big nerf. His golden defense doesn't steal anymore. So like, look, before you could just dash into someone and steal the ball, but now I don't think you can do that. So let's try it. Yeah, no more stealing with golden defense, which is a very, very big nerf. It does make sense. It's meant to be more of a blocking move, you know, like to block shots, like awakening shots and stuff. So it's still a really good move. Okay, so now for Eniao Isagi. He has had quite a different shot change in his lefty shot now. Now it's more, you actually have to aim it rather than just teleport into him. So like, look, you can use it out in the open, and now you can actually miss it. So lefty shot, now you've got to actually aim it a little bit before it works. So it's a good buff. I mean, nerf. I think it makes Eniao runners really, I mean... Now, Eniao Isagi is a lot more balanced than when he first released. But he has had a 25% dash increase. So if Pog passes the ball to me. Sweet. Now his dash before was really bad, but now it's pretty good. Yeah, it's a pretty good dash now. Okay, and that's it for Eniao Isagi, surprisingly. Next buff, it's Otia. His ninja shot after his ninja dribble has been increased, because before it was really bad, it went nowhere at all. So that's a really good buff. Now, for probably the most exciting buff this update, other than Hiori, because Hiori isn't that impressive, I'm not going to lie. His awakening is really bad. It's got no animation, well, for me anyway. And the sound is just the chemical reaction, copy and pasted. Nothing really changed. The only thing with Hiori is that he's got one okay new move, which is just, it slows people down and it's a shoot. I think the old Hiori's better, I'm not going to lie. Okay, but for Sai, this could have been a whole refresh in his own. So first of all, his arm swipe has been nerfed. So the range used to be able to use it around here, but now basically you just got to use arm swipe a bit closer, which makes sense animation-wise and game-wise. But the biggest buff on Sai is his beautiful shot. It now finally is a shot and not some little toe poke shot. It barely went in the air before, but now look, if I just look up a little bit, it's a full-on beautiful shot. Used arm swipe to get past someone. Now I've got beautiful shot. Now I aim about there. Look at that. That's like a perfect pass, setting him up for the goal. So beautiful shot. Really good update on that. And that's pretty much it for Sai. And for Rayo, his offensive mode has had bunch of buffs, 4 in total. He's got a small shot power buff, and he's got a reduced dribble cooldown slightly, which, let's be honest, slightly in this game means nothing at all. Shot bar fills slightly, which this is your shot bar, so it fills up slightly faster than normal, which is barely a difference. You don't even notice it anyway. Now he's got a small speed boost, which is, I guess it's really good, I guess, for rare buff. So rare mains, you're going to be happy. Now for Corona, his Planet Hotline just moves you closer to the goal as you use it. Not really a good buff, but it's out there. It's a buff. Final nerf for this video. I'm still not sure why I'm bold. But B freestyle now only is 3 dribbles instead of 4. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Thanks for Pog and Ren for helping me make this little showcase video. And yeah, see ya. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bye!